Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes Podcast. It is Friday. How are we today? You're looking good.
I'm looking really good.
Dude, is that new top?
Nope, quite old this one.
Is it? Maybe
seen
because I've never seen it before.
You've seen it many a time, big boy. You look great today. Can I just say that?
Thank you very
I don't know
much.
if your hair's a bit shorter, you've sort of whizzed it. You kind of frothed it into action, haven't you?
New technique, right?
What is it? You spiralised it somehow. You passed it. Do you know when you get those? You shove a courgette and you sort of spiralise the fuck out of it in one of those machines.
No.
You smash your head into it because the fringe itself has got a sort of a fold back ability to it today that we don't normally see. Sort of turkey twizzlers on your head, but in a good way.
Leave the top. I just don't get them to chop the top off anymore now, so it's just that's just sort of going to grow and grow. Yeah. Well, as much as it fucking can.
See, the thing is, because you're almost at the perfect stage where your hair, the hairs that are still left, grow at the exact rate that the other hairs fall out. So if you don't touch your hair on the top at all, it will sort of permanently stay at this state until you've just got one hair as a sort of like, like a kind of spun sugar nest that encompasses the entire head.
Oh, wait 1 sec. Come here. Stand up. Come here. Come here.
You're not going to hurt me.
I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to hurt you. Joe's coming around to me.
Yeah.
Give me a hand. It's fine. Shove it down there. Shove it down there. What? Do you ever shove me, Susanna?
It feels like a freshly tarmacked car park instead of an unkempt kind of blackberry bush.
I've veted my back.
Wow.
I've veted my back for my holidays.
Have you
blocked
become a real vain
the
bastard?
toilet. We blocked the toilet.
You did it where? At home?
I did it in the shower on holiday. We blocked the toilet.
So how did you block the toilet if you did it in the shower?
Because I thought it'd be best to flush it down the toilet.
Right.
And it just caused chaos.
Yeah, that sounds awful. We're going to talk about your holiday though, aren't you? Because you've had 3 holidays and we've only spoken about one of them.
Yeah, this is the trilogy. Ethan James, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, there he is.
Hello everyone. Sorry, I've got all kerfuffled and I've completely forgot what day it is. Could you possibly tell me what episode we're currently recording?
85, is it? 87?
I meant as in, like, is it a Tuesday, a Friday?
This is a Friday episode.
Oh, interesting to know. Thank you, yes. I'm very well, thank you, this Friday. Yes, feeling good. I love a Friday.
Are you got confused or are you hinting at something?
It feels like you're hinting at something.
No, I love a Friday.
Well, Joe started the episode by saying, it's Friday.
Well, sometimes I just get a little bit confused with these things, I guess.
What is this?
I don't know what is going on. Ethan's lost his head.
It's against one of us. Somehow he's trying to point out something that one of us has done or not done.
Do you know Ethan's tradition about getting a little, show him your little lunch? Curry.
Well, I can't really show you much of it because it's kind of mostly demolished, but this is from the Rita Rains.
You're doing a really good job of showing us what's left there.
Well, I didn't really. Well, if I tipped it over, it would go everywhere, wouldn't it?
Put it in the middle of the screen though, couldn't you? There you go, see?
Wow.
Oh, the other way. Yeah, there you go.
Delicious. Now, what does this tradition mean to you, Ethan? You get it sort of for lunch.
Well, what is the tradition, first of all?
Well, the tradition is every Wednesday I go to the Rita Rains Caribbean, Jamaican food kind of place and on Market Street, you see.
Do you know Rita now?
I don't actually know which one is Rita, or if indeed one of them is Rita. But they are very lovely, and I get this because I just don't know how to deal with myself on a Wednesday, a Friday, whatever day it is.
Fuck me. Right, let's move on. Ethan's corner.
No, but what I was saying was, on a Wednesday, if it was a Wednesday, but of course it's a Friday.
If we were recording it on a Wednesday somehow.
Yeah. If it was getting recorded on a Wednesday, usually what the routine is, we'll come in, we'll record, and then I start my real job at 3 o'clock. And I just don't know how to fill those hours early on. So I think one way of it is just squeeze everything else in. Then it allows me to have a little treaty lunch.
Wow.
Brilliant.
It's a big time of Ethan's life, isn't it?
Are you ready for episode 2 of my trilogy?
I can't wait.
So we left the beautiful town of Tarragon and headed to...
I love this. We've never done this before. Sort of like storytelling across pod. We're doing it quite a bit at the minute, aren't we? On the Tuesday episodes, we're doing the sort of burger-a-thon. Mm-hmm. We've still got 3 episodes left of that. And on the Friday episode, it's kind of carrying on where we picked up, like a saved game. Could we do a On last time on Joe's holiday.
Oh,
quick
last
recap.
time, there was a wedding. There was a penis out.
Yeah.
There was an IRA song.
There was a buffet that some of the greatest starters and canapes ever seen.
Delicious.
Joe was stuffed.
Jose was there.
Yes.
Now he's in Salou.
We fly to Salou.
Salou is like Benidorm, but not as mental as Benidorm. It's where I think you may go out of Benidorm for your crazy cats and kittens, and you decide to go to Salou. Okay. By the way, we were talking about crazy flights a couple episodes ago. We were on the way to Salou, and this one woman was talking about how she only travels early now on early flights because she was scarred because she travelled later on in the day on a flight, which meant more people at times get pissed. And she said one lad was that pissed on a flight into Spain a couple of months back. He stood in the aisle. There was a queue for both toilets.
No.
So he pissed down the aisle.
No.
Unbelievable, that, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's just horrible. That's horrible, isn't it? That's
anyway, forget about that. Salou, welcome.
Are you only going to places that the name itself has become part of sort of common parlance? So you're going to Tarragon, which is obviously a herb. You're going to Salou, which is sort of like a greeting or welcoming. Is that what you're doing at the moment?
I'm sort of picking that. Oh,
so
where?
Where are you going next? Fez.
Fez
in Morocco with a little hattie. That's your next stop.
You go there. You love Fez.
I like Marrakesh.
That was Marrakesh.
Champagne?
Champagne from the rafters there, see? Ethan knows a little thing or two,
Sandwich.
Yes.
The guy who created the sandwich was from Sandwich.
Yes. You know.
You having that, Ethan?
Yeah.
Yogurtsville.
Ooh.
I think it's in
North
Carolina. Carry on. Salou.
It's a bit wild.
Is it Spain?
Yeah, and we stayed at a hotel about 5 minutes away from it, and it was called the Best Negresco. Bit of a shithole.
Right.
I've gone on a website. I'm thinking, right, I'm gonna spend a bit. I had a budget for a hotel.
Okay.
I think about 500 quid. I wanted it all inclusive, and I wanted just to get there, just get pissed all day.
500 quid for you and Becky.
Yeah.
For how many days?
For 4. So it's not going to be the best.
Incredible.
It's not going to be the best hotel you've ever been in.
Can I guess the rough name of the website that you used? Because they're always called stuff like daytrippers.com or like partyplanners.com.
Yeah.
Or like sort of backpackandsack.com. Is it something like that? What's it called?
On the beach.
I knew it's going to be so like It always is.
It's a great one on the beach.
On the beach.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I love on the beach. I'm going to use it again, but maybe for somewhere a bit more pricey than that.
Up market.
I rock up, right? She goes, your room's ready. That's a bonus. Happy days.
Well, yeah, I mean, you say that's a bonus. That's literally the minimum requirement of a hotel.
No, I got there.
Room's ready. Oh my God, what a shock. We got there, and guess what? They had a room for us that we booked in advance.
We did get there dead early. We got there a bit early, 2 hours before.
We got there 2 weeks early.
But the first thing is we're getting this lift to floor 5. We're on floor 5, by the way.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a rattle. All lifts are rattling.
That's okay.
Is it?
Well, we can live with that.
Oh, it was rattling.
It's scary.
Becky didn't like it. I'm not getting the stairs all the way to floor 5.
No.
Then we go downstairs to the pool area. I'm loving life. Got my shades on. I want to be nude. Can't be, unfortunately. I've got my swim trunks on. One of those sort of like flowery shirts. The buttons are open. I feel skinny.
You're like this sort of Southern Comfort man on the beach, aren't you?
Yeah. I feel skinny, not because I look skinny, but because there's a lot of big boys kicking about at this hotel. Like the sort of ones that were just sat there, awful tattoos on each sort of arm and just like burn.
Yeah. These are what you would call in the industry a sort of a buffet pro.
Yeah.
Aren't they? They have worked out the exact price per second per gram of food that they've got this sort of they seem quite like they might be quite thick, but actually these are some of the smartest holiday goers you're ever going to run into,
and they make the most of it.
Three meals a day. They have 3 breakfasts a day. They're looking at a sort of 10 to 15 meal day.
And also there's a snack bar in the middle of it all doing cheese toasties, hamburgers. I've got to say that
hamburgers.
Yeah, they called it hamburger for some reason, so just
weird.
burgers.
I've heard the word hamburger in a while.
Why is it
Hamburg?
I always thought as a kid, you got a slice of ham on your burger.
No, well it's because
hold on, it's cheeseburger. You get a slice
You've never
of
been
cheese.
to Cheeseburg?
No,
it's Southern Germany.
Sure.
Yeah, there's Frankfurter, which is obviously the sausage, but Frankfurt. Then there's hamburger, which is Hamburg, and then there's Cheeseburg. The thing with Cheeseburg.
No, you're lying now. I know the tone in which you said Cheeseburg.
The thing with the
means you're lying.
Cheeseburg, and this is famous, is only 10% of the city is above the surface.
Oh,
like
fuck
an
off.
iceberg, the cheeseberg actually goes well below the crust of the earth, the Earth's mantle.
Yeah. And the longer the cheese is left, the more it stinks of shit.
Yeah.
So are we trying to make the most of the all-inclusive? There is a self-service bar, Joe, which means you can rock... Ethan, listen to this. You ever been all-inclusive, Ethan?
Yes.
It's fucking good in it, especially if you're on the booze.
I've never done it.
Oh, I tell you what, you got to make the most of it. So
Yeah.
we got levered.
Yeah.
There's a sangria tap for Becky.
Just for her?
Well, no, not all
Personalised?
people will use. Actually, I don't think anyone else used the sangria tap. So technically, it was Becky's. I don't think people trusted it. Then there was a Estrella tap for the lads and the ladies. Made the most of that every single day. 12 o'clock, first one, cracking on. But the pool was one of those pools, Ethan, where you got to get down early. Got to make sure you got a towel on your bed, even though it says do not put towels on your bed. But you got to make sure you got to break the rules. And I remember once around the pool, it was a very hot day, and there was a umbrella war, right? Because there wasn't too many umbrellas around, and we don't want to get too hot. You know, you want to sort of get a bit of shade. We went for lunch. We left some of our towels there, and I came back. Umbrella's gone. I couldn't believe it.
They've done you.
I'm about 4 pints in. I'm thinking, right, who am I having here? Start to see if I can identify my umbrella. They're all the fucking same. So what's going on here? What's going on here? I said to the geezer next to me, hey, did someone steal my umbrella? And I'm looking at him thinking, did he have an umbrella beforehand? Oh, I don't know. Hey. He didn't know anything. Next person, well, he said, oh, no, I've not seen it, sorry. Then for an hour or two, not an umbrella in sight.
So you're just burning like a crisp?
We're burning. Get up for maybe my 8th pint of the day.
8 pints?
I turn and I look outside the hotel and I look in a tree.
No.
It's my umbrella.
He's blown into a tree?
Gust of wind.
Or do you think someone javelined it?
No,
in there?
because I realised you're supposed to put the lock on the bottom. I didn't. Just fucking took off, didn't it?
Imagine
like
you were
Mary
holding on
Poppins.
to that, like at some sort of news recording, and you just flew off into the distance, like the Wicked Witch of the West.
I got in trouble once at a cafe where I worked at because I was very hungover one day, and you're supposed to put the umbrellas out for people to have a little bit of shade.
Yeah.
You're supposed to put sandbags at the bottom. But I thought, I can't be arsed.
So it's very rare that you meet someone who has got a sort of storied track record of not weighing down or latching down umbrellas that then blow away. That's a bizarre thing to have done more than once. It feels like the sort of thing that you learn from your lesson, but obviously we should know better with you.
I was washing, and I just thought, fuck that, they don't really need sandbags.
No.
And I was washing up some of the cutleries and plates and stuff like that,
Cutleries.
and I could see outside the umbrellas a bit, and all three of them at the same point collapsed onto people's coffees and everything. Boom, flat that.
Sacked?
It was awful. Nah. Just denied it.
I put sandbags down. They must have nicked him.
But it was good fun. And I think Patreon exclusive, we have like a budget. We go to a shit hotel for 3 days.
I love this.
All inclusive. We get on it.
Imagine that.
Who
Me,
can drink the
you
most?
and Ethan.
We'd fight.
In northern Portugal, literally beating the shit out of each other for 3 days.
You up for that, Ethan?
Because Ethan's a strange person where even on an all-you-can-eat sort of world buffet, he will still eat the same meal every single day.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
October time, I
Home
reckon.
comfort. How much was it a day?
About 60 quid a day.
Which is fucking astonishing, right?
Wow.
And you told me this the other day. You said, right, like, how much it was and all that. And I've done a bit of maths.
Okay.
I want to bring to you, right? So 60 quid a day gets you accommodation, somewhere to live,
Yeah.
all the food and drink you can want,
Yeah.
even to the point of excess. So there is no limit.
Yeah.
It also, so what I've done is I've worked out what you're paying a day to live in your current house,
Okay.
where the weather is shit, where there is no, so just roughly, I don't know, but roughly I'm saying you're paying about 20 quid a day mortgage,
Yeah.
which is,
Okay.
that's about 600
Right,
quid a
yeah,
month.
right,
It's
yeah,
probably going to
yeah,
be somewhere in that
yeah,
ballpark.
yeah.
So that's 20 quid a day. 15 quid a day on just sort of food, general food, coffees, bits and bobs.
Depends if it's a Friday.
But, well, I haven't got to that yet. £10 a day as a wing budget, because you said you're eating like 30. You said you're eating
15 wings a week.
15 wings a week, which if you sort of break that down is like 2.5 wings a day. But depending on where you're going, that could be between £5 and £10, because sometimes wings are about 3-4 quid each.
Yeah.
So that's another 10. And then I've broke it down to I'm guessing you're spending roughly 100 quid a week on booze. Maybe 70 quid a week on booze.
70 quid. Call it
Okay,
70.
so that's £10 a day. So add all that up, Joe.
Yeah.
That's 65 quid a day. It's cheaper to live an all-inclusive, all-you-can-eat hotel existence in Salou in Spain
Mad.
than it is to live this. And that's without paying attention to the petrol that you would have had to have used to
Yeah.
go and pick up all of those things here.
Council
there,
tax.
they're all there. That's without council tax.
Energy bills.
Energy bills. Like, if you add all that in, you're looking at close to 100 quid a day you're spending to live in Manchester or
Mad.
Stockport, whereas you can live in an all-you-can-eat hotel, 65 quid a day.
Wild.
Is that, honestly, what
Would
do
you
what,
move to
what
Slough
do you
with me?
make of that?
I think it is the system, the all-inclusive system is a
Yeah.
wild system.
It is.
And I feel like it's a balloon that maybe pops soon because the
Yeah.
Brits make the most of it. I'll also say this. I don't think the...
Sorry, have you... Wait a sec, wait, let me say that. Have you put on so much weight in the week away that you now snarl between sentences? Because I've never
I
had you
don't
do that
think
before.
that.
I'll also tell you this.
I don't think that would have been picked up by the mic, but
It
I did do it.
fucking will.
No.
I heard it through the old
Oh,
headphones.
God, I did a little snort. What was I saying? I don't think the beer was that high percentage.
Okay.
God, you got 8 pints. That was sound.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Subs are everywhere.
another thing to say about
It
the
was a joke.
all-inclusive experience is that what starts off as a kind of a freedom of expression in terms of what you eat and when you eat, all that, quickly, and all it takes is a slight turn of the looking glass for it to basically be prison, isn't it? Because a prison is an
Yeah.
all-inclusive holiday, if you want to frame it like that.
Yeah, well, you
like
don't get
your
a
meals,
Stella at
well,
12.
your meals get brought to you.
Yeah.
People are passing cigarettes around. There's a pool. It's not a pool. It's
Pool
sort of
table.
a pool table. There's a gym.
True, yeah.
There's a lot of fat blokes with tattoos. Like, all of these things are all inclusive and a
So
prison.
what you're
I think-
saying, you should go on, instead of going on the beach, you should go on the run.
No, but what I'm saying
the
is
rob.
I'm saying the ultimate all inclusive, which is free. A little bit of jail time. Do you know what I mean? What's the sort of crime that can put you in jail for a week? You and Becky in a mixed prison. Well, it's like a hotel, isn't it?
No, but I mean, what crime? No, they don't put you in a prison for a week.
I reckon if you shot a bow and arrow inside a petting zoo, that would probably put you in jail for about a week. Don't
Does
mean
it have to
if
kill
you
an
put
animal?
if you put a bolt through a penguin's neck,
What
you're not going
about
to jail for that long.
minor blackmail?
I don't think you're going to prison for blackmail.
Oh, you must be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, blackmail's
yeah.
big.
Okay, well a bit of blackmail then.
All right.
A sort of victimless crime.
Got a couple of photos of you, Joe.
What?
20 quid. Now.
No, you can do a week of jail instead. It's a little holiday, isn't it? Yes. It's like a free all inclusive.
You're driving at the minute. How's
Yeah.
driving going? You know.
Good. We've done all our manoeuvres, as you know. I've got to do my test in Widnes. You knew that. I've talked about that. You knew that.
I do that. Are you going to make a day of it? Are you going to stay up in Widnes for the day?
No, we're just driving over in the morning, me and Phil, my driving instructor.
Phil's agreed to drive you there.
Well, yeah, I've paid for his time. I paid him 4 hours for it. So we're just onto mock tests now.
In Widnes.
No, we're doing them around here because Widnes is too far away to do them all the time. So I'm just going to have to get some hours in on my own steam. But I keep making sort of clumsy mistakes.
Okay.
So, like, when we're doing manoeuvres, I've done 6, parallel parks. All of them worked.
Yeah.
Worked. Like, I've not failed a parallel park. But then I'll just sort of pull out a junction without looking.
Oh,
Like,
God.
you know, the sort of
Have you
thing
had any
that
close
are-
calls with other cars?
No, not really. There was one time where I probably should have stopped and pulled in to let a car go past. It was a van,
A cargo.
a lorry.
Very good.
And instead, we both sort of, there was parked cars down one side, and then there's me and a lorry going past each other like this far,
Oh,
wing mirror style. And he was
God.
like, you probably should have stopped there.
When was the last time you used his brakes?
7 or 8 times a lesson. Sometimes I go, your turn, and I just take my feet. I go speeding up to a line of parked cars, and I'll keep him on his toes. I'll go, your turn. I take my feet off, and he has to slam the brakes on. It's a little game we play.
Ethan, if we brought Joe to like a big car park in Sainsbury's, could you give him a couple of lessons in your Mini?
Well, you see, it's funny you say that. The other day when I told you that I went to Argos, which was in a Sainsbury's, to get my vacuum that only goes up to the height of my knee.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the drive there?
No.
Well, I had a bit of so I was having a bit of a bad day, you see, and I thought, all right, well, let's go out to Argos, let's go to
There seems to have
Sainsbury's.
been more bad days than good days recently. Is that a fair assessment?
Probably, but we tried to turn it around by going
Okay.
to Argos. Hopped in the car, and I've got the old my Google Maps on. 6-minute drive, easy one. I've been a week out of the car, picked up my £300 fine for parking in my own parking space, and off I went to Sainsbury's. And when I was going there, listening to the sat nav, and it says make a left here. And in my head, I'm like, all right, and then I go, oh no, I'm in the right lane and the light's about to change and it's too dangerous to switch. So I take a right turn and I'm getting a bit flustered because I don't know where I'm going. I'm like, all right, it's fine. I'll just get the next turn. Yeah. And then the sat nav says again, you need to make a right turn this time. I'm in the left lane now.
Oh my God, he's fucking ended up in Saloon, mate.
Yeah, he's ended up in Widnes.
But the sad thing is, this happens another 2 times
You're
over.
joking,
what are you talking
Ethan,
about,
what
Ethan?
is going on here? Look at the lane before you get to the junction.
Or just crack on. I know people will be asked if you're in the moment, they'll give you a beep. But then they'll forget about it and you'll get over it.
So at this point, how many wrong turns in a row have you completed?
So the total is 4.
Oh my God, so many wrong turns.
So
Where is he now?
Fuck knows.
I don't know. But for what was meant to be a 6-minute drive to get to the Sainsbury's, and it was just 22-minute walk. It was a 20-minute drive. Ugh. So it would have been just
20
as long.
minutes is hard to do, you know. What I mean by that is
very
for somewhere that's 6 minutes away.
Yeah, it's hard
to get lost for 20 minutes. Is hard to do.
He's more than tripled the journey distance.
Yeah. I think it's because I got stuck in a bit of traffic somewhere as well.
Yeah,
but
just outside of London or whatever, where he ended up.
Yeah, the M4's busy this time of year, isn't it?
But what happened was I then had to park the car, and I was like going, all right, just calm down, relax, and I'm parking, and I'm thinking I'm doing it well.
What kind of park was it?
Oh, just a...
One with swings?
Oh, no, sorry, a car park.
Oh.
A reverse bay?
I'm not confident enough to reverse park my car.
Oh.
So I just...
Baby, can't say it. That's how nervous he is.
Down here. I was snorting, he's gone, got a car park. Oh.
And then I put it in, but I have a look in my wing mirror. I'm about that far from the other car. I was thinking, oh, God, that was ballsy, wasn't it? So it took me about 3 or 4 more attempts, back and forth, and then we were in. So to answer your original question, no, I don't think I would be ready yet to do a car park.
Just to ask, and I don't mean this, I'm not trying to sort of lead the witness here. Do you think you were ready to pass your test? Do you think you've passed your test, but do you think you should have passed your test?
I'm comfortable now. There's just things like the old manoeuvres and that I'm not very good at. But in terms of actually driving a car, I'm all right at that. And you see I do an automatic because the manual one's a little bit too complicated for someone like me, maybe.
Right. So you're driving a manual. Basically, you've got a go-kart.
Yeah.
But it's not even... It seems like just the general rules and sort of parlance of the road is a struggle for you, isn't it?
No, it's just... When I get in a difficult scenario,
I'm just asking him. I'm not,
like you freeze, don't you? You go, oh, but at least I put safety first.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's not pulling across loads of lanes. Fair play to him.
Let's round up this wonderful Friday edition of the pod by a 1 out of 10 club.
Ooh, what's the 1 out of 10 club, Joe?
Essentially, it is the opposite of the 9 out of 10 club, where instead of celebrating foods, we berate them.
Yeah,
we talk about how shit they are. We talk about how I don't even know why they exist.
It's just real letdown of a food.
It is. And I went to get a 1 out of 10 club today, and it's quite tricky for me because I do love all foods.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it?
And there's a part of, in fact, there's a section of foods I don't think we've even brought into the 9 out of 10 club yet, which I'll try and
Poisonous
change.
Food?
No.
Pastry.
No. It's sort of right wrong. A part of the 9 out of 10 club, we've not even brought these in yet to celebrate them, so I think I might do that next week. But I want to berate them first.
Okay.
And it is the biscuits.
Oh, the biscuit.
And there's not many biscuits.
The cake's crunchy cousin.
Not many biscuits I don't like. But if you bring a ginger nut my way,
oh wow!
I'm going to shove these ginger nuts up your backside.
Up your jackseat.
No, what? These are rank. And why they still do so well for themselves?
How well do they do? Because you see the numbers, don't you?
Yeah, I see. I get biscuit weekly.
Because the line of work you work in, you've got subscriptions to all of the major sort of calorie-based review sites, haven't you?
Yeah.
So what we're looking at here is the McVitie's ginger nut, which is probably the most premium ginger nut you're going to get on the high
it's probably
street.
the nice one.
Do you know what I mean? You can get like a...
Ginger's shit.
So why don't you like them?
Well, just have a bite. It feels a bit bitty. It tastes a bit sharp on the tongue. I think it is. If we come around here for one, I think it is rubbish.
I think The thing the thing that a ginger nut is doing that no other biscuit is doing, they're probably twice as hard as every other biscuit.
Why?
What's that about? Have a
Why?
bite of that, Ethan. Why are they so hard? Look, they're shattering under your immense strength. Just pick a broken
Is that a
one.
new top, Ethan, by the way?
No,
What is
not even close. Right.
Hollister. What year is this from? You can have as many as you want.
Take the packet back with you.
Stop, why are you not speaking? It's a podcast.
Ethan, take them back with you.
Take them
Ethan,
back.
take them.
He's not
Nah,
asked,
he
is
just wants 3.
Yeah, he just wants fucking 3 with his reasons.
They're sort of twice as hard as every other biscuit, aren't they? They're like
Yeah, a bit
eating
more firm.
The paving slab.
Yeah, and some people offer them as a tea biscuit dip in your brew. They do hold stronger than many other biscuits, but the actual end bite for me is rang. It's not a good biscuit. There's better out there, and the flavour of ginger in sweet stuff for me is a no.
I think the best use of the ginger nut is to sort of bring constitution back to someone that's just given blood. Do you know what I mean? Do you know when they come around with a tray of biscuits after you've given blood? I think that is where the ginger nut shines.
Do you give blood?
No, but I've been with someone who has. And
Oh, fuck me.
I'm not allowed to give blood. I've got a blood condition. I can't give blood.
What would it do if I had some of your blood?
You would explode.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think the ginger nut, when handed to sort of an elderly woman with a, do you know when you get those like I've donated blood 100 times little trolley token?
Show off.
One of those women or men.
Or women.
I think handing. I said women. Already. One of those women or men or women.
Oh,
I think when a
did
ginger
you just fart then?
No, I think when a ginger nut is handed to that person, I think that's when it's at its best because it's the spiciest of the biscuits.
It's awful, isn't it?
It's
Might as well get a fucking
it's the
masala
only biscuit that's flavoured after a root, isn't it? Ethan, thoughts?
Wow. Without a shadow of a doubt. True. This gets in the club. Yeah. The 9 out of 10 club.
Oh! He's come back and he's done it! He took 3 away and I didn't even see it.
I took 3. We should have known.
Sure, you think this is a 9 out of 10 biscuit?
This is I don't think there's anything better than gingerbread.
Wow.
Well, it's not bread, is it?
Or ginger biscuits, ginger nuts, ginger anything. Anything ginger is fantastic.
That fart
Ginger
you've just
beer?
done absolutely stinks, by the way. And you should be what have you had for breakfast?
Duck fat.
You had duck fat? Like a spoon of it?
I had beans on toast. Beans. Literally speaks for itself. So
Say
it's not in because Ethan said that it's an 9 out of 10 club.
You can say yeah.
No, you need 3 out of 3. Oh no, you need 2 out of 2. It's a 4 out of 10. It's not going in. Sorry,
off.
they're not good enough.
You
They're
don't
not
even like sweet stuff, and I bring you sweet stuff with ginger in it.
This is
You
the
know
least.
that?
Like I said, this is a spicy biscuit. I love a spicy biscuit. I genuinely think you could pop a bit of cheese on a ginger nut, and you won't hear me saying that about a Fox's cream. Before we go,
Did I ever tell you my granny Mary used to give me a digestive biscuit with Lurpak on?
fucking hell, that's really a sign of things to come, wasn't
She
it?
used to butter my biscuit.
I bet
That
she
doesn't
fucking did.
surprise me.
She's buttered a few biscuits in her time.
Oh, sure.
Before we go, I want to talk about that coffee that you've got in your hand there. Because first of all, for the people at home who don't know, I have to buy your coffees for you because you're
You're a barista.
What? So do you think I fucking nip behind the counter and make
You
it
know
myself?
good places.
That's a cafe near. I didn't go there because it's good. It's not
Well,
bad.
often you take me to good places. You've took me to 3 places in
Yeah.
the past with really good coffee.
Yeah, but that's true. But the reason I have to buy the coffees isn't because I know coffee shops. It's because you can't be trusted with the business card. Now, we've got a business account, which I'll be honest, I ain't got loads of money, but it pays for the 9 out of 10 clubs.
Yeah, that's
right?
essentially what it does.
And Joe used to have a card for it. I think we've covered this in the past.
It got stolen.
No, you drunkenly bought a McDonald's,
I
and then
didn't
and then I think
drunkenly buy a
and then I think
McDonald's,
on the way out of the drive-thru, you frisbeed the card out the window, and it got lost. So we had to cancel the old business card. As a result, you've never been given the new business card. So I'm the only one that's got it, and I've got it on my phone. So you'll text me saying, "Please, Pappy, can you get me a coffee?"
Yeah, no, can we get all of us a little brew round? That's what I was
Ethan
thinking.
didn't want one because he didn't really drink coffee, and I didn't need one either. So I got you a coffee. And while I was in there, I was spoken to by a trainee, and the coffee buying experience was diabolical. So I got to the front of the queue, and she said, "Oh, what can I get?" And I'm like, "Can I get an Americano with some milk, please?"
Yeah,
Okay.
classic.
Then she gives me the 3 classic questions. What size do you want? Oh, just the smallest you've got. Sure. Is that to take away? Yes, please. Do you want any milk? Yes, please. Semi-skimmed. She now has all the information she needs to make this coffee.
Right.
This is where the interaction should end until she says £2.90, whatever. Then I'm waiting. Then she sort of consults her trainer, the sensei of sorts, And then she turned around to me. She goes, "Sorry, was that an Americano?" "Yeah, thank you." "Okay. Do you want any milk with that?"
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
me.
yeah, please. Just send me skim milk." "Okay." "Do you want hot milk?" And I went, "Oh no, cold's fine." And then she turns back around to me and goes, "Hot milk." And I went, "No, sorry, no cold milk." And she went, "Oh, sorry, in this?" "Yeah." And she went, "Sorry, is it to take away?" I was like, "What is going on? What, like, there is currently been 8 questions asked to get this coffee." And then she goes, "Do you want a sleeve for it? Is it hot? Like, I don't know, is it, you tell me. What am I?" So, yeah, she gives me the sleeve. And then she goes, "Sorry, just, it wasn't hot milk, was it?" And I don't know what to do, Joe. I don't know what to do at this point.
What did you do?
I was just like, my eyes widened because I tried to be nice, but because I worked in coffee shops and I know people can be dicks who order coffee because it's like, "Oh, you're..." But I'm like, you've asked me 9 questions to make this coffee, where 3 would have been more than enough. So
I would have loved to see you.
She gives me the coffee at the end, and finally she goes, "I'll put the sleeve on top because I can't remember if you wanted one or not."
Oh my God.
I was like, what is going on here?
Oh
So
my
10
God.
questions, the full 10 to get you that coffee.
I've got to say, it's quite nice.
Yeah,
Delicious.
not bad. So there you go.
Right, everyone, we've got to go. Make sure you go onto the Patreon, like and
Friday.
subscribe, and enjoy your weekend, you sexy boys and girls.
Bye.
Oh, that was weird.
Wait a minute.
Weird. All right. Yeah. See you later, everyone.